Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA Live on 2K Sports. Joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. And we'll be getting the inside story tonight. Shams Charania is joining us at the broadcast table. Shams, it is so great to have you by our side.
Kevin, thank you so much. It's great to be here. I always love to follow the game, talk about the game. It should be a lot of fun tonight.
You'll give great insight. We can't wait to get going. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now, here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. They tell a great story. Taking a look at Phoenix. They've achieved some upward momentum, climbing to the 5th spot on the board.
Well, I think for Los Angeles, they've had an interesting start to the year. Lately, they've put together some nice wins, and you get the general sense that their confidence is growing.
Look at the 76ers starting group. Maxey and Oubre, they have the guard duties. Abusele out there with George, and it's Drummond in at the pivot spot manning the middle. And for the Clippers, down in the block, it'll be Kawhi next to Zubac. Kevin Porter is out there with Harden, and it's Mann in at the small forward. And the Clippers getting that contract extension done with Coach Ty Lue. They've really invested in the future, haven't they, Sean? He's not going to switch here. Lee. He's checked in. Kyle Lowry, he's checked in for Philadelphia. And putting his opponents on notice. MP recently talked about winning his individual matchups, but not at the expense of the team. Some high-level goals indeed, guys.
Well, this is the scary thing. When you make it about yourself, sometimes that causes you to try to make plays that aren't within the flow of the game. We've already seen some of that. I know MP is trying to move the needle for his team. Maybe they just need a little time to get used to this new normal.
And for the inside scoop on MP, and I mean inside, let's send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, had a moment to speak to MP earlier. Now, he told me he's got a lot of respect for the matchup at power forward tonight. He said it's going to be tough, but if we're going to win this game, I've got to take care of my business and win that one-on-one battle. He certainly has something to prove tonight, guys.
You know, David, it sounds like MP is extra focused, and that's a good thing. 5 to shoot. Drummond sets the screen for Lowry. The 76ers again can't hit it.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Late June, NBA free agency is such a busy time for you, Shams. During the start of that hectic period, walk us through your day. What's your life like? I've asked you this before in previous times you've been out here with us, but do you get any sleep?
I'm up 24/7 because the great part about free agency, Kevin, is you never know when you might get that call, you might get that text, when a player has committed, when a player has decided to go to a specific NBA team. That is what I live for. That's what I know the fans live for, and I'm one of those fans, so I want to make sure I know as well, and I'm able to inform in an appropriate, timely, responsible, and fair way, and accurately. So for me, there's not much wiggle room when it comes to sleep. I try to make up for it later, but NBA free agency, trade deadline, draft, those are time periods when I know I have to be on. I might be getting a call now, Kevin, actually.
Well, wait, I was just going to ask you. We're doing this game. I'm looking at your phone. It's lighting up. You're looking down. You're looking at the game. You're talking to me. You're doing 2 things at once.
I have to be multitasking at all times, Kevin. You know that.
Oh, it's the best. Nobody near George. That's in, coming off an assist from Lowry. George has got 13.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. group substitution here for the Clippers. Leonard, he's checked in for Zubac. Jones comes in for Mann. Bones Highland is checked in for Kevin Porter. And it's Dunn in for James Harden. And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Kayla Martin's checked in for Drummond. Martin comes in for Yabusele. Eric Gordon, he's checked in for George. And Maxey subbed in for Kelly Oubre. Lee against Martin. Lee, a screen on Martin. A three from Leonard. It's hauled in by Gordon.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Lowry, a screen on Jones. The three. Maxey, no good. The Clippers trail. Outside, Jones. To the paint. Looking for Lee. Gets it there. Highland finds Jones. Leonard, the pass to Lee. Dunn outside. Good on the three-point shot.
Boy, how about Chris Dunn getting the ball in a great spot, making the deep attempt look elementary.
Dunn against Maxey. Martin with a screen on Dunn. And that one's good. Maxey.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for Philadelphia. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all. And he looks to be planning for more. Back to the action in just a minute. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Philadelphia.
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
And also, guys, they're out-muscling their opponent. The points in the paint are piling up because of that aggressiveness.
So to begin the second quarter for the Philadelphia 76ers, they've got Lowry, Gordon out there with Martin. Then there's Maxey, and it's Martin in at center, locking down the middle. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers, trailing by 2. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. So, Shams, when the league brought in that 65-game played rule, it sure seemed to motivate players to suit up.
Those awards aren't just about prestige, Kevin. They're about cold, hard cash. And every summer, we're going to see records set for the biggest contract in NBA history. Every summer that goes by, and that certainly has an effect on players wanting to play and players being in the lineup. Now with the 65 games played rule, there is an incentive for all NBA teams and different accolades.
Yes, well said.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
The inside, covered by Martin. Leonard with no one around. No good on the three.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
He with the block. Dunn passes to Lee. Outside Leonard. Here's the three. Good work defensively by Martin. Philadelphia shooting around 41% on the night. Inside, here's Martin. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Clippers have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Jones finds Lee. Back to Jones. Now Dunn. He's covered by Maxey. Dunn passes to Jones. To the middle. Here's Lee. Good work defensively by Martin. So for the 76ers, their last game, a win against Phoenix. And with the new broadcasting deals, NBA salaries figuring Shams to skyrocket.
And we're not even just talking about the players, Kevin. It's the coaches. It's the front office executives. Everyone is seeing some massive, massive paydays. Every single year, we're seeing the biggest contract in league history, and it's only going to get bigger and bigger in years to come.
Are you surprised at the size of some of these coaching deals? I mean, the numbers are amazing to me.
Coaching, these front office deals, it's getting higher and higher. And once Monty Williams signed the deal he did in 2023, that only elevated the market for coaches, and front office executives also are getting big pay.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. For the Clippers, Zubac is checked in for Jones, and Porter subbed in for Highland. Andre Drummond's checked in for Philadelphia. Kelly Oubre comes in for Kyle Lowry. That's good from Martin. And for those of you just joining us in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by, pass to Zubac. Poked loose and stolen by Drummond. Maxey against Dunn. Maxey kicks to Gordon. Here he goes. It's hauled in by the Clippers. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of Philadelphia this year.
It's not often we get to see this matchup, but it is a doozy when we do. Just two powerhouse teams facing off.
Really easy to tell that this is an important game. I mean, I don't know if the crowd will get a chance to take a breath in this one.
You know, Shams, you cover transactions all day long, all season long, and the Sixers have not been shy about making moves.
No other team has been more aggressive when you think about trying to figure out this puzzle around Joel Embiid and around Tyrese Maxey. They've always been movers and shakers. This is a franchise that bears watching moving forward, just seeing exactly what moves they make.
They always make headlines. You're exactly right. Lee kicks to Leonard. Leonard off the pick from Lee. Releases from 15. It's hauled in by Gordon.
You know, he just has not been himself this period. Just too inconsistent up and down at the offensive end.
Pass to Drummond. Maxey with it. Dunn covering. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Chris Dunn picks one up.
Checking in at about 200 pounds, Maxey is much stronger than he appears.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And I know he was pleased with his foul shooting last year. How about 87% from the line?
You know, he really did excel at the stripe. I mean, they couldn't have asked for too much more from him when it came to knocking down free throws.
Free throw good, Maxey.
Not only is Maxey solid and efficient from the line, but he gets there quite a bit too.
Mann's checked in for Los Angeles. James Harden comes in for Chris Dunn. Philadelphia also making some changes. Yabusele comes in for Caleb Martin. And Georgia subbed in for Eric Gordon.
We got this.
Checked in for the Clippers. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Kyle Lowry, he's checked in for Maxey. Porter against Oubre. Back to Lowry. And the rejection by Harden. And he's able to get it back. Pass to Yabusele. Just 5 on the clock. Oubre dishes to Drummond. Tries again. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 5 rebounds tonight. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Harden the pass to Lee. Goes back up. Pass to Zubac.
76ers foul. You're showing Yabusele. First personal foul. First team foul.
1:53 left to play here in the second quarter.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
The 9-foot shot. Lee with the block, and they get it back. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
Second personal foul. Fifth team foul.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
And you know, that's not the kind of percentage any player wants to see next to his name at the end of the season.
Free throw, good. Drummond.
He is a monster on the glass, but Andre Drummond doesn't just have size. He's also developed really good timing and instincts that help elevate his game. Nice job hitting him right in stride. Excellent play.
Shams, we appreciate you stopping by. We know you got a lot of things to do, a lot on your plate. Your phone's going bananas. It's lighting up about every 15 seconds. You go take care of that. We'll see you back here next time.
Can always make time for you guys. Kevin, appreciate you guys having me.
Shams Charania, the best. Thank you so much. Great stuff right there from Shams, one of the most plugged-in people in the world of basketball.
Hey, I mean, if something is going down that's big news, Shams is the first to get a hold of it. He knows everybody around the NBA.
52 seconds left here in the second. Lowry against Harden. Drummond with a screen on Harden. Bounce pass from Lowry. And the rejection by Zubac. And now Porter pushing it up. No one back to stop him. It's tipped.
Oubre putting those long arms to work. Manages to get a hand on it.
34 seconds left to play in the first half. Pass to Yabusele. Outside, George. Another miss by Philadelphia.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
And Lee pulls it down. Lee's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. From deep three-point land, he made it! He got it!
Big time!
Wow, what a way to finish up the quarter.
That's an impossible shot, man, even when you don't have the clock to worry about.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. The Clippers on top as they end the second quarter with a 13-3 run. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
Great to have you with us. Starting out, let's check out the award winners for Players of the Week. In the West, Domantas Sabonis.
Glad to see Sabonis get some recognition. Well-deserved, man. One of the smarter, more instinctive big men in this league.
Why just big men? You think guards are smarter?
Here we go. And a look back now at the first half as the Sixers have a tight game on their hands.
This game won't stay close. They continue to shoot under 40%. Move the ball, man. Create high-quality looks.
They also miss some shots they normally make, so there's that.
That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. It's been one outstanding game from George.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column?
Checking for Terrence Mann. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Martin's checked in. For years, it seemed like the league was going to go smaller. But lately, Greg, it seems like size is back in fashion.
Yeah, I mean, look at the MVP award, right? Centers and Jokic and Embiid winning it recently. Even Giannis, you know, I wouldn't consider him small. And just overall around the NBA, it feels like bigger teams are having more success.
Drummond with a screen on Lee. Martin kicks to Drummond. The second chance effort. No good. Shot missing. Good D by Lee.
Yeah, I tell you what, for him, this has been a game to forget. But somehow they still find themselves with the lead.
We've got Harden. Lee out there with Ivica Zubac. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Porter in at the 2 guard. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Harden, no good.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I'll tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
Martin dishes to George. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Martin with the bucket.
Well, Maxey has proven he's got a good eye out on the floor. He'll spot those gaps in a minute.
Clippers trail by 5. Harden the pass to Lee. On the wing, Porter. Back to Lee. They need this, and he lays it up and in. Lee's got 10 points.
And he just big-boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
George passes to Maxey. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to go on Zubac.
Willing to sacrifice himself for the play. Maxey takes the foul and keeps going.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
Take a break.
They bullied the defense here in the paint. Look at all of those buckets inside. Just hard to defend in the paint.
I love the fact they've done tremendous work on the offensive glass. A lot of second chance opportunities as they've kept that ball alive.
We've seen Tyrese Maxey and his game go to another level. Clark, what makes him a top-level scorer in your opinion?
Kevin, there are a couple of things that really stand out. His sheer speed with the ball is remarkable. His fearlessness and confidence, every great scorer has that. And then his ability to knock down the three-point shot off the catch or off the dribble gives him an added step of quickness when he's taking it to the rack. And all of that makes him a dynamic scorer.
Lee kicks to Porter. Lee sets a screen for Porter. Back to Lee. Outside Leonard. Shot clock at 6. Over George. Porter dishes to Lee. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And Los Angeles with some changes. Mohamed Bamba comes in for Ivica Zubac. And it's Derek Jones in for Kawhi Leonard. And then for Philadelphia, Gordon's checked in for Andre Drummond. And it's Lowry in for Maxey. Oubre, a screen on Bamba. The 3 from George. Gets it to fall, and now he's 10 of 15 on the game.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Hey, Kevin, even with an MVP and Joel Embiid, the Sixers can't be a one-man show. Embiid says, I watch a lot of games and I see what's working. Good basketball means cutting, moving, guys getting off the ball, and it's moving and not sticking. But you need the right guys to execute that system. And I think we've got the right guys. Kevin?
I know you and I agree they do, David. Thank you very much. And the Clippers making a switch here. Coffey's checked in. And that one misses. And what a new era for the Clippers, Greg, playing here in their own arena, the Intuit Dome.
You have no more sharing, right? No more covering up Laker banners. It feels like the Clippers are on their own 2 feet now. This was the goal for the ownership group, and they made it happen. They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Talk about confidence. Greg, what do you think about Harden's quote from a couple years ago when he said, I'm not a system player, I am the system?
Kevin, I laughed when I heard it because most guys couldn't say that. But Harden absolutely can. He's an elite scorer turned elite passer. Your offense has to orbit around him when he's on the floor.
And Nick Nurse, Greg, the 26th head coach in 76ers franchise history.
And Kevin, known for his creativity and that outside-the-box thinking. I think it's a good fit with this forward-thinking front office.
Oh, great feed by Lowry. He'd rather pick up an assist than score a bucket.
Dunn passes to Coffey to the inside. Lee in the posts, working on Martin. Jones dishes to Lee. Another shot. And the rebound goes to Martin. The 76ers leading by 5. Martin with it. Jones covering. Pass to George. Here's Martin. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 3 assists now in this one.
And George is not just a scorer now. He also passes the ball well, looking to keep his guys involved.
Harden outside. Drives to the hoop. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Harden's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
And it's Gordon missing.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lay-in.
Here's Jones. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Derek Jones Jr. 1 shot.
Looking back to last season, the Clippers had one red-hot stretch.
That's right. They went on a 26-5 run between December and February. It finally showed how dangerous that team could be when healthy.
Yep, that one goes in there. And that's now 9 points for Martin.
Lowry's a do-it-all point guard for sure. Passing, scoring, defense, he checks all the boxes.
Martin inside the three-point line. Rebound by Kyle Lowry.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
Here's George. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. 76ers on top. They lead by 4. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the 4th quarter of action when we return. And let's take a listen now to Coach Tyronn Lue.
Let's fight through it, okay? You got to screen better, play with more pace, all right? Just for 5 minutes. Give us 5 hard minutes, okay? Hey, next play is 1 hard. See how
And the coach wants some energy here.
I mean, it's going to come down to who wants it more, point blank. And Coach Lue is trying to up his squads aggressively.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. So on the floor for Philadelphia, Caleb Martin out there with Martin. Then there's Gordon. Then there's Lowry. And it's Maxey in at the point guard position.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Dunn finds Lee. Down low. Leonard dunks it down with force.
Boy, it has been a huge night for Leonard. The skill is obvious, but his strength is what makes him hard to defend.
Here's Maxey. Martin with a screen on Dunn. He with the block. It's out of bounds. They are saying it was last touch by Lee. Here's Maxey. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Gordon. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Inside, Gordon is at a disadvantage, but he's tough and he's physical. I mean, he's able to play through contact on that shot.
Shooting 2.
Shooting 2.
No good on the free throw.
Really appreciate the all-around game of Gordon. He's an underrated defender, but a dynamic scorer.
And he's good on the second. And Clark, we know the last handful of years, the 76ers have been a threat in the East.
7 straight years of playoff runs. Can't get past that second-round barrier, though, Kevin. But as far as success, they've been as consistent as it comes in the East the last decade.
Outside Leonard. The 3-ball. Maxey grabs the miss.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Pass to Martin. Back to Maxey. Overdone. Makes a big high bounce and goes in. And the 76ers lead by 7.
Recognize that space given, and Maxey pulled up in the mid-range for the bucket.
And Kawhi drives. Lee finds Highland. Outside Leonard. To the paint. Stolen by Martin. To the middle. And finished off by Martin.
You can see how Maxey has developed as a facilitator. This coaching staff has a lot of trust in him.
And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now.
On the court is your Mike Squad. Go out, make some noise. Time to get a free t-shirt.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Porter's checked in. Kelly Oubre's checked in for the 76ers. Here's Dunn. Outside Leonard. Dunn with a screen on Martin. Martin against Lee. Now here's Porter, guarded closely. The Clippers need to get off a shot. At the elbow, Martin. And finished off by Martin.
Usually you can expect Oubre to be the finisher, but when somebody else is this open, he moves the rock.
Here is Porter. Well, they've got some work to do to cut into this lead.
And no need to get away from the game plan, though. There's plenty of time to get back in.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
Martin against Lee. Martin, the pass to Martin. And finished off by Martin.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Lee finds Porter. Fires for three. Drills the three-pointer.
One of the things Porter Jr. has done is really improved as a decision maker. Excellent pick-and-roll action there.
Maxey looking it over. He takes it in. That one doesn't drop. Great D that time from Leonard. Clippers trail by 8. Porter passes to Lee. It's tipped. Leonard with a screen on Martin. Lee dishes to Leonard. Back to Lee. Clippers moving the ball around. And it's Leonard missing.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
And that's been the key to this league. I mean, they've really dominated the glass.
Pass to Martin. Back to Maxey. 9 feet out. He with the block. And so it looks like the 76ers will retain possession here. And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent.
Let's give a big LA welcome to the Clippers Spirit.
With some changes. Zubac is checked in for Lee. Mann comes in for Jones. And James Harden has subbed in for Dunn. Philadelphia also making some changes. Drummond's checked in for Caleb Martin. Yabusele comes in for Martin. And it's Paul George in for Eric Gordon. Right now, let's send it over to the sideline. So it's the 76ers taking the win in a close game. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you later.